Hello folks, we start with the chapter 6 which says which is linear inequalities. Now here we will be dealing with inequations. Earlier we have seen equations, now we will be seeing inequations, and in this how to solve the inequations and what all solutions will come, all those things we will be seeing in this chapter. So right away we will start with the exercise 6.1, it's a part 1 video. Now in this, the first, second, third and fourth question, they gave us, they are giving us some inequalities and they are asking us to predict the solutions. So because the steps are getting repeated, instead of doing it separately, we are doing it in a table form so that we don't have to keep writing the steps again and again. So let's start right away. Question number 1 is giving the inequality 24x is less than 100, and they ask us to find out the values of x where this can happen. So the first column is given whatever they have given, second column is steps where we work things out, and then they have asked us to find out the solution in a certain collection that we will find it out and we will write over here. So first question is 24x is less than 100. We solve it exactly like how we solve the equations. So what we'll do, 24 will go on the other side, it is multiplication, so it will go on the other side, it will become division. So 100 divided by 24. Then you can reduce by whatever method you want. If you carefully see, 4 is a common factor. So 4 6 are and 4 25 times. So this will work. 25 by 6 basically is 6 4s are 24, and then 1 remaining, maybe 4.1 or so. So x is any value which is less than 4.1. You have to tell in particular if it is a solution in natural numbers, then what could it be? Natural numbers we know will start from 1 only. So therefore this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 is also allowed because x is any number which is less than 4.1. So we can have this as a solution. Then we come to the second subpart where they are asking us to find out the solution in integers. So therefore here of course we can write it like because it is integers, scope increases, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So that is our solution in integers. That's about the first part. Second question tells that it is -12x greater than 30. So minus 12x is greater than 30, just like before. I'll just check the question. Yeah, now everything, most of the steps that we do in equations is just like equations except for division and multiplication by a negative number. Whenever you divide or multiply by a negative number, the inequality will reverse. We only have to be particular about that. Now here there is -12 which is multiplied. So it has to go on the other side if you have to get the value of x. Because it's a negative value, the inequality will reverse when you perform that operation. So what we are doing is we are taking the -12 on the other side. So inequality is reversing, mark the change. Inequality is reversing because you are taking the minus number on the other side. Then we can reduce this with whatever you want. 6 is probably a common factor. 6 5s are 6 2s are. So x is less than -5 by 2, and -5 by 2 we know is -2.5. So x is every value which is less than -2.5. So in natural numbers, what could be the value? Not possible to find. Why? Because x is every value that is less than -2.5, and there you cannot have the natural numbers, not possible to find. And integers, of course, every value less than -2.5, that means you can have from infinity, then you can have maybe -4 and -3. Those are values which are less than -2.5. Then now this is like our equation, it's a linear. 5x minus 3 is less than 7. Let's see how it comes. 5x minus 3 is less than 7. First let the -3 go as we do in equations. So it is 7 plus 3, so 10. 5 is multiplied, so it goes on the other side, it becomes division. You get the x value less than 2. So because the x value is less than 2 in integers, I hope you understand this. Z is for integers, N is for natural numbers, R is for real numbers. Now x is every value that is less than 2. So in integers, what could be the value? You could have things coming from infinity onwards, and then you could have maybe -3, you could have -2, you could have -1, then you could have 0, you could have 1. Because it's strictly less than 2, you cannot include 2. So that is your values in integers. Then in real numbers, of course, real numbers, every value less than 2 means you can go in for our interval, open, closed, etc. So here it could be real number from -infinity onwards, 2 is not included, so open interval. So that is our real roots. (3x plus 8 is greater than 2). 3x plus 8 is greater than 2, another linear. So let us see now how to go about doing this. 3x plus 8, let the 8 go on the other side. So it is 2 minus 8. So it will be 3x greater than 2 minus 8 is minus 6. X greater than, let the 3 go on the other side, by 3. So x is greater than minus 2. So x is every value after minus 2. First in integers you have to find. Every value after minus 2 means you can start from -1, 0, 1, 2 and so on. And real number, every value after minus 2 means you could have after minus 2. So minus to infinity. Please check. That's it. So that's how your values will come up. Question number 4. Now these were where they were giving us parts to do. Now in your exercise, question number 5, they ask us to find out the real solutions for this. They just give you a single question like this. Let's see how to solve this. 4x plus, as we do equations, just like that, bring x on one side, bring the numbers on the other side. So if possible, let's take the 4x on this side and let's bring the 7 here. 3 is already there, the plus 7 will become minus 7. 5x is already there, the plus 4x is becoming minus 4x. So what will happen here? Minus 4. What will happen here? X. So we are getting x basically is every value after minus 4. You know, after minus 4 all values can become x. So when we write the real number, when we write the solution, therefore solution is every value after minus 4. So minus 4 infinity. Right. So that's how you have it. Let's take the sixth problem also. See what it says. It says that 3x minus 7 is greater than 5x minus 1. 3x minus 7 is greater than 5x minus 1. So let's have the 3x coming here, minus 1 coming here. 5x is already there, plus 3x becomes minus 3x, minus 7 is already there, plus, minus 1 becomes plus 1. So here it is 2x and here it is minus 6. The 2 can go on the other side, so it will become minus 6 by 2. So you have x to be every value that is less than minus 3, right? So you are having values which are less than minus 3. So how could you have a solution? Solution is from minus infinity to minus 3. That's how you get the solution. So this is our first part. We have similar questions coming up that we will take it up in the part 2. Thank you.